Today we are going to see about design thinking based VR application. For example, when we take a case study of having two babies in having same thing, that is when you see the film called Matran, there are two persons have a same common heart or common lungs, or some babies have attached head in it. Okay, what can be used to separate them? Surgery items. That is, the major is the surgery item. In case what is a prerequisite to be a surgery item? For example, when the babies to have same head attached head, what want to do? First thing. Before the surgery, what want to do? Practice. No, what are the competencies? Before before separation or before going for surgery, you should analyze. What analyze you should analyze? Either they have a common thing, or they have different veins or heart or things we should be taken. We should analyze it. That is, they have common thing or different thing. Next, what we want to do? If it is different, what we can do? If it is different, what we can do? We can separate them easily. If they have a common, it takes a tedious process. Okay. Normally, what the doctors will be doing? See, they'll be doing operation and what the thing they'll be saying is that it will be a tedious operation. They will be alive or they will be dead. But nowadays, what we can do?
We can use VR for simulation purpose.
We can use the VR for simulation purpose. What other simulation will be there? See, what is the basic type of simulation? We can able to create two babies in the form of VR objects. That is, we will be having model of the VR objects. We can able to operate it. What is the purpose of doing VR? What other advantages is there?
No errors, sir. No room for error.
There will be error. What we can able to do?
We can more comfortable
That is, when you have numerous number of repeated operations, is that death rate will be very less. But before the VR, what happens? Death rate will be red because we doesn't have any experience. When we scan two babies have the same head, what happens is that we can able to operate easily after numerous number of times of practice. So that we can able to place the angle of the knife or angle of the laparoscopy or which vein is there. Similar to, can able to identify easily. You can able to identify every part in the two babies and you can able to separate it. But previously, what happens is that there has been a woman or two girls who have same head, but doctor separated. I think that one girl has been alive and another has been dead. That I am saying about previous 20 or 30 years back. But nowadays, what is they are making babies in the form of VR and they are able to separate it. Okay, this is what a medical field of VR. Next we go for a term called aeroplane or airjet. We can take an aeroplane. See, just like that, they will be giving the aeroplane to you to drive. No. What did they do? They give practice. See, for example, when you have a cycle, what does your parent do? It catches by the side, and the impact factor of accident is very less. Next, we go for bike. What happens? The impact factor is like that is you are going to travel in the road or you are going to travel in the earth, so that you have a gravity power, so some obstacle are there to stop you. It is applicable for a car, it is applicable for your bike and everything. But what happens when you drive an aeroplane? That is that if there is obstacle, the impact factor is very high. That is 100% death is confirmed. So before going to drive, what we want to do is that we should have a proper practice. For a proper practice, it is only we can able to do it in the form of VR. We can able to do in the form of VR. So that only after proper practice only we can able to drive a plane. Okay. What? In case, for example, when you have experience, you need to go for a temple. For example, there is a slight touch, that is the wheel doesn't came in front. But what if it is VR, what does it do? The pilot has experienced, so he can use a proper key or proper measures to safety the flight. Okay, thank you.